Hi guys, and welcome to my review of Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour album. And I can start off by saying that this is my favorite Beatles album. It's not Sgt. Pepper and it's not Revolver. I like those albums as well. I like a lot of Beatles albums, obviously. I like a lot of Beatles inspired bands. I love Cheap Trick, for instance. So I was actually thinking about reviewing some Cheap Trick, but then I thought, why not go all the way and review the album that's influenced Cheap Trick a fair bit, I think. So Magical Mystery Tour consists of two sides, and the first one is actually a film soundtrack from the movie of the same name. There you got the title track, Fool on the Hill, Flying, Blue Jay Way, and Your Mother Should Know, and the amazing I Am the Walrus, which I think is the coolest track on that side. Um, I think the whole vibe in the title track is like really cool, and me being born in '81, I mean the vibe of that track is has been used for other bands like for instance Cheap Trick or Ozzy Osbourne, or just the melody sense in that track is just amazing. The Magical Mystery Tour opening track, I really dig that one. It's like a bit of a stomper and pretty fast going track, and like many Beatles songs, I mean ahead of its time. Like they created all this subgenres to their music that really was invented by them in the 60s and 70s, which later has become as other genres like hard rock and rock and more. I wish I had a better thing to say about that, but that's kind of how I feel about that. On the second side, it consists of the 67 singles actually. This is kind of news to me. I just thought this whole album was called Magical Mystery Tour. I know there was a movie linked to it and everything, but I haven't seen the actual movie, so I just thought, what a brilliant B-side for an album. But of course, it's the 67 singles. I mean, look at these titles. I mean, so you got Hello Goodbye, which is great. Strawberry Fields Forever, which is probably the best Beatles song. I mean, it's such a very variational listen. Every time you hear it, you hear like new stuff. I know Oasis loves that song. I do as well. I have memories like listening to it, taking the train back home at night, and like just listening to all the parts, and there's some imperfections in it, and things go slower and faster than it's supposed to, I think, but somehow it just blends and works, and I think that track really shows that music has no real rules. It's like you can make something and you don't have to apply rules to it and like musical rules for it to work. It shows it like so clearly, I think. And then there's one song that's a lot of fun for me as a Marilyn Manson fan, called Baby You're a Rich Man, where he has the line, how does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? Which obviously inspired the song The Beautiful People after this. A really cool song. Um, I mean, you all heard All You Need Is Love, of course. That's the closing track. It's a really, really cool song. Uh, as well as Penny Lane. So, I mean, just blistering B-side on this one. I mean, what can I say? There are some real classic cuts here. I think, I mean, as a band, the Beatles has done quite a lot of influential albums, and why I think this is my favorite is probably a lot to do with the tracks Magical Mystery Tour, I Am the Walrus, and Strawberry Fields Forever. I mean, those are just ace tracks, I think, and on any album they would be like standouts for any band. Um, so that's my review of the Magical Mystery Tour. I think this is a classic album, of course, and there'll be lots more reviews like this on my channel, because I think it's really fun to review stuff that I like that hasn't necessarily come out last week. I'll be doing new albums as well, I promise, but I won't like ignore that a lot of the stuff I listen to is a bit older than that. So, all right, take care, guys. Turn that stuff off.